Hi everyone, welcome to my day 2 installation of recovery from alcohol. Again, I want to start by giving thanks to all of the guys at the Child of God, all of the team who are assisting me with putting these videos together, all of the feedback I'm getting from people. It's overwhelming, honestly. I wasn't even expecting this type of feedback that I've been getting, so it's really spurred me on, and I just want to say thank you to all those who've reached out and shown some support and just telling me that I'm brave in doing this. But look, my motivation really is about giving back, and I've dealt with these situations, and I'm really just speaking from my perspective. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about the subconscious programming around sort of drinking. I always thought it was the thing to do, after work, when you get home, have a glass of wine, or after work drinks at the pub, or, it was just the thing to do to relax or to do in social situations. And it even got to a point where you'd be in a social situation or someone would say, yeah, let's go to the pub or go somewhere after work for some drinks, and you really don't even want to drink, but you end up going and drinking. So all of that, the unconscious sort of programming around it, the fact that you sort of gravitated into these sorts of situations. I used to think that, you need to have a drink to be more creative. Yeah, to let my creative juices flow. Whether I'm sort of designing a website or whatever it was what I was doing at the time. Socializing. Having a glass of wine with your food. Now, isn't that something that we've all sort of done? Well, I know I definitely have. Can't speak for everybody. I only speak for myself. But having a glass of red wine with your steak, the saying is, it helps bring out the flavour of the steak. But does it really? Yeah, is it alcohol that does it? Or is it something else? And I'm just throwing it out there as like a question. Cookies and milk go together, or biscuits and milk. I love biscuits and milk. Yeah, I do. But you don't really dip your steak in wine, do you? And if you think about it, alcohol actually suppresses your taste buds. So theoretically, it can't actually bring out the flavour in your food. Yeah? Look, I am the guy that would have boxed off a bottle of red wine at dinner. So don't think I'm sitting here holier than thou. I just want to invite that conversation. Why did I stop drinking? I was tired of being hungover, waking up hungover. Drinking to the point where you might have been worried about what you did the night before, what you said. Did you offend anyone? I wanted to be a better father, a better son, a better uncle, a better nephew, a better person. Yeah. Since I've stopped drinking, my life has changed leaps and bounds. Yeah. Going back to sort of the spirituality side of it, I found that by not drinking allows me to have a greater connection, in my opinion, with my God. Yeah, because the alcohol kind of suppresses my true inner wisdom, my true inner being, my spirituality. And if I am under the influence of alcohol, you can't really sort of relax and meditate and really connect on a deeper level. So for me, to stop drinking, as I started to connect on a spiritual level, it was just a no-brainer. And that's where it comes from. That's what keeps me not wanting to drink. Now, you probably remember in one of my previous videos, I spoke about the devil being the inner conflict in you. That's my true opinion. I really do believe that saying is, it's the inner conflict that is the devil. And the fact that you know, when you do connect on that spiritual level, that just removes that inner conflict, and it allows you to push forward and achieve your goals. What was my first experience of alcohol? Yeah, I must have been quite young. I remember like having a sip of, say, my mum's beer or something like that. Or one time I do remember when me and one of my neighbours were having dares, and I'd snuck in to my mum's drinks cupboard and took a bottle of vodka. She had one of those 3 litre bottles of vodka, and I swigged from the bottle. And I remember my friend, my neighbour, saying to me, "Yeah, go on, have some more, have some more, have some more." And me like, "Yeah, come on, let's do it." Yeah. Alright, so I've been drinking this vodka, and I'll never forget. I remember thinking that the house was tilting, but obviously I'm drunk. But I just genuinely thought the house itself was tilting at like a 45-degree angle. And I'll never forget, yeah, I was probably about, I don't know, 9, 10, 11 years old. And my mum came back. And I remember in the morning her telling me that I must have been throwing up or whatever in my sleep. And, you know, she had to wake me up and wash my hair. But, you know, at that young age, you're not even really thinking about the serious implications of what could have happened there. And it's something that's actually happened to me. Let me ask you a question. Does alcohol actually taste good? No, seriously, does alcohol actually taste good? Or is it more of an acquired taste? Do you get used to it? Is it something else? Because I would have thought that it's all of the stuff that's in the alcohol, because alcohol itself, pure alcohol, just doesn't taste right. Alcohol is like petrol, yeah? And you wouldn't ever go and drink from a petrol pump. Yeah, because pure alcohol is extremely dangerous. And, you know, in your drink, you'll have a very small amount of alcohol. But my guess is it's all of the other substances inside of the drink. So the sugar, the flavorings, and all the rest of it that's in the drink that makes it taste good. But the alcohol is what gives off an effect. Because if it was purely for the taste, I'm sure we could find a lot tastier drinks out there to have. So my question again is, I had to ask myself, why was I actually drinking? And when I really asked myself that question, I realized that it was much more about the social elements. Think about this, yeah? Let's take me for example, you know. During the week, you might have a couple of glasses of wine with dinner. Maybe 3 times a week even. And maybe more, if you're talking about sort of minimums here. Sometimes at lunch, you might have a couple of glasses of wine or a beer or whatever, every so often. Thursday night was the night when I used to like going out. So, because Friday was just a write-off for work. So you'd have a good few drinks on a Thursday, you'd have a good few drinks. Then, probably have a couple on Friday as well, because obviously Friday is after work drinks and whatever else. Saturday, if there's any form of party, you know, there's a few drinks, or even if you go out and socialise with a few friends, you might have a drink here or there. I had to seriously look at the levels of alcohol consumption, and look, the thing about it is, I started off just by taking a break from alcohol, saying to myself, you know, I just want a little break, but I really liked the effects that I was getting. So I just carried on with that break, and it's got me to a point where I'm saying to myself, nah, do you know what, I really like myself without alcohol. I love the spiritual connection. I love the raised energy levels, yeah, working out more. For me personally, one of the first things I noticed is I started to lose weight really quick, yeah. Energy levels were up. I can plan things further ahead. You know, I know that I'm never going to feel hungover or a little bit groggy. I was eating better. Oh, my taste buds came right back. I never used to have any sort of taste. Yeah. So I used to douse my food in hot sauce or whatever else. Anyone who knows me will know about that. Since cutting out drinking, I found that my taste is so sharp, well, much sharper, to the point where I can't even eat like chili sensations crisp. Yeah, no hot sauce at all. Even all-purpose seasoning that's got a little chili in it, I can't really eat it either. My taste buds are so acute that I can pretty much taste everything in my food. And I'm attributing that to cutting out alcohol and changing my diet and things like that. I've really felt the increase in how I'm tasting food, my sense of smell and stuff like that. Look, I'm inviting anyone watching this to try it out. Yeah, try giving alcohol a break. And one of the things what someone actually said to me was, yeah, but alcohol is just a part of my life. I can't really do without it. You know, I'm socializing. You know, and they're always thinking about it in the negative of, you know, how much they want it, but they can't have it. The thing is if you try and reframe that and maybe say to yourself, what I say to myself is, look at what I gain from not drinking. And it's not that, sorry, look at what I gain from being healthy. Yeah. My focus is now more on being healthy than, say, not drinking. And in that, being healthy, drinking just doesn't become a part of it. So I've reframed it and stated it in the positive. And, you know, there's been studies out there, you know, done lots of work with people about how your brain processes information. I'll give you an example. Let's say I said to you, don't think of a blue elephant. Yeah. In order to not think about a blue elephant, you have to think about a blue elephant, then you have to think, I don't want to think about it. You get it? Don't think about a blue elephant. You have to think of a blue elephant to not think of a blue elephant. Now, the point of that is your brain can only process information in going forward. So if you're always thinking about the thing that you don't want, you're always thinking about the thing that you don't want. Even if you're saying to yourself, I don't want that thing. Yeah? Crazy, isn't it? So changing your thought process to I want to be healthy is, for me, the way to move away from the problem and move towards the solution. And remember, this is all about recovery and, you know, being part of the solution and not staying in the problem. So then I think of all the times, you know, when people are drinking down at the pub and everyone's smiling and looking happy, and I know what that's like. But it was a saying that true happiness comes from gaining insight and growing into the best possible you. Now let's think about that for a moment. True happiness comes from gaining insight and growing into the best possible you. Yeah. That alcohol happiness that you get is a very short-term measure. Yeah. Alcohol is a stimulant that releases endorphins, which is the same chemical that's released in your brain when you work out. Yeah. But your body, in order to remain homeostasis, naturally releases chemicals to bring it back down again. So what's happening is that alcohol is raising you up, but your body is trying to bring you back down. And when you stop drinking, you know, for that night, whatever, you'll find your body will release so much of the counteracting chemical that it actually puts you on a bit of a downer. That's why, you know, at the end of drinking, you know, people feel a bit down. So the cycle continues. You then drink to bring yourself up, then your body's releasing chemicals to bring itself down. Yeah. Look, people, I'm not here to state that, you know, we found all true happiness, but I want to just have this conversation about alcohol and recovery from alcohol addictions. I've been around a lot of people that have, you know, in my opinion, been going through these sorts of things. I'm not qualified to say anyone is an addict or anything else, but I'm just putting it out there. If you feel that you would like to try life without drink for a while and see what benefits there are, if you're tired of being tired, yeah, fed up of being fed fed up of waking up with a hangover, fed up of that feeling of grogginess, yeah, when you're on the come down from drinking, you know, try it out, yeah. This is about recovery, people. And over the next few days, we're going to, you know, move away from the problem. We're going to start talking about the steps that you can actually take to recover from alcohol. People, thank you for listening. It's really a great pleasure to do these short outtakes with you. I hope somebody is getting something from this. If you are, please leave a comment. If not, feel free to not bother. But I do invite your feedback, and I enjoy speaking with you. I'm looking forward to carrying on this conversation. So for today, I'm signing out. God bless you all, and thank you.